J Black with Team Slugfest.
Before I start this video, I do want to apologize for my audio. It's not as clear as I wished it would be due to the fact that I'm recording it on my phone. So, please bear with me.
In this video, I will be discussing the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition. And we'll talk about how much more ultimate the Ultimate Edition is from its original theatrical edition. Now, in the Ultimate Edition, you have 30 minutes of extra footage not seen in the theatrical edition that answers a lot of questions, leaves more depth to the characters. Now, how many more questions does it answer? How much more depth does it leave to the character? And overall, how much better is the Ultimate Edition from the theatrical edition? Well, let's get started. If you enjoyed the theatrical edition like I did, then you might like this one more. If you didn't really enjoy the theatrical edition due to maybe plot or how the characters were portrayed in the movie, then you might like this one more too. Either way, I recommend that you watch the Ultimate Edition. That way you can have a better view of how the movie was supposed to be portrayed.
Me, myself, personally, I love this movie. I even saw it twice. And I saw many opportunities that can come from a movie like this. But that's not to say there were no flaws, because I did see many. One of the flaws that I've seen, or the biggest flaw that I've noticed, was that it didn't feel like a Batman versus Superman movie as much of a Batman with a Superman cameo movie. And the Ultimate Edition kind of fixed that with balancing the character's screen time.
Although Batman and Bruce Wayne didn't have that much more dialogue or scenes in the movie, I didn't have a problem with it because I felt that the theatrical edition and the Ultimate Edition had the perfect amount of Batman and Bruce Wayne. They were the best part about this movie in my opinion. Ben Affleck nailed his role as Batman. He is the definitive Batman in my opinion. And this is one of the reasons I love the theatrical and the Ultimate Edition so much.
One more thing that I can't not mention was the Martha situation, where Batman and Superman became best friends because their mothers had the same name. Now, one may argue that the way it was done, them having the same name and Superman using that to his advantage to show Batman his true humanity, might have been brilliant, and another might argue that it was kinda just ridiculous. So, it depends on what angle you look at it, because I can see it from both ways. But I can't make this review without mentioning that one thing.
Another thing about the Ultimate Edition that I like is the fact that Clark Kent had more screen time in the movie, which I felt was very important due to the fact that it was a Batman v Superman movie and how they were both supposed to be sharing the movie. Don't get me wrong, Batman is my favorite out of the two. As a matter of fact, he is my favorite superhero. And yes, he is a superhero despite his lack of powers. Due to the fact that Clark Kent got more time in the Ultimate Edition, we get to see his motivations. We get to see why he disliked and wanted to stop Batman. We get to see his emotions more clearly. We get to see him talking to his mother more and trying to get that support from his mother, not knowing what is right and what is wrong. Him feeling human emotions, which is something that we've never seen this portrayed in Superman before. Man of Steel and this movie has really given Superman depth to his human side, to the side that he's not just, the Man of Steel, can do everything, big, strong, brave superhero with no problems at all. He has a human heart and feels human emotions, and his emotions get the better of him sometimes. And he doesn't know right from wrong. Every time he does something he thinks is right, something bad always follows behind him. And that's what brings out the whole scene of him talking to his dead father on the mountain, where his father explains to him that even when you do good things, bad things will come. You cannot prevent bad things from happening. And we get to see that more. We get to see a whole new side of Superman that we haven't been able to see before. And it brings out the movie so much better. And it makes his sacrifice in the end against Doomsday that much more impactful.
One of the things about this movie, both the Ultimate Edition and the theatrical, is the fact that it's not a Marvel movie. And don't get me wrong, I do love Marvel movies. But this movie tried to be something different. It didn't try to copy any of the Marvel formulas. It's trying to be its own thing, and it takes a deep mind to really appreciate what they did. Not to say if you didn't like the movie, you have a simple mind. So please don't get offended and dislike this video. However, even though the movie was incredibly deep, that may have been a problem due to the fact that it was too deep. It didn't lay out what it was trying to represent clearly enough for people to understand, or at least for people to really appreciate and soak it in. A movie shouldn't have to be where you had to watch it 2 or 3 times to really understand what was going on. Especially a movie that's supposed to be the biggest movie in a universe or franchise. Don't get me wrong, every movie has their flaws, but I do believe that they try to go too into it and not make it fun enough for some of the viewers.
However, the action scenes throughout this movie is phenomenal. If DC has proven anything throughout the past couple of movies, is they can make incredible action scenes. With the Man of Steel when he was fighting General Zod, throughout Metropolis. With this movie, the Batmobile was amazing. The Batman vs. Superman fight, although brief, was still amazing. The Batman in the warehouse scene was phenomenal. The Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman fighting Doomsday scene was incredible. Just the action in DC has improved so much. I just really got to give it to them. But those are my opinions on the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. Please comment your opinions, like, share, let me know what you thought. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? What did you think of the Ultimate Edition? Will you watch the Ultimate Edition?
Before you go, I would like to recommend you check out this YouTube channel, link in the description below. This guy's made pretty great videos. He's really funny. He's willing to help out with anybody who's starting off as a fresh new gamer. He specifically specializes in Call of Duties, but he's not limited to that. So any support would be great. He supported this channel greatly, and I know him personally. He's a really nice guy. Check his channel out. Let him know what you think. Let us know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe to him and to us, you know, to be a good person.